Jayden, tough night at the office. You guys cut the lead down there in the first half and actually had a lead there for a minute and got it close in the second half, had a little small lead. What was giving you guys difficulty defensively against Cincinnati tonight?
I think zone. Zone's been hurting us a lot these last two games. Um, we've been exploiting mismatches when teams guard us man to man, and then they changed zone on us. But the first half, we was able to do a little bit of both. When we scored on man and zone. In the second half, we went cold. We went zone. And if someone's cold when you go in zone, they just stay to it and stuck to it. So just zone offense today really killed us.
Jayden, it's kind of like a broken record at this point, but you guys hang around in these games and can't quite finish or can't hit the big shot at the right time. How do you kind of sum up this tough stretch you guys are in?
I mean, just gotta keep working and get past these things and just next shot mentality. Keep working, always gonna keep working, but we have to be able to make that jump. And once we do, I think we'll be able to stay in these games because it's always a quick 3 minute stretch where we can't hit nothing and things go wrong, and then we put ourselves in a bad position to get back into the ball game.
Kind of going on that, Jayden, the last win for you guys was that Houston game that everybody remembers and played so well. I mean, is there a way to describe just that night and how games have gone since then? I mean, just how well y'all shot and played against Houston compared to the way it's been, and you've been through COVID, that type of stuff. I mean, what's it kind of been like since that Houston game?
So the Houston game, that's just one of our examples of playing for 40 minutes. Playing for all 40 minutes. I thought Memphis, we played for all 40 minutes. SMU was similar to tonight. It was a little 2-3 minute spurt when the game got away from us, and that was similar to tonight. And I think UCF coming off pause, they got on us early, but we got back into it, and it was a close ball game the whole game. So I think that was like 35, probably 36 minutes. So just playing for 40 minutes and just eliminating those stretches when we need baskets. And we just got to figure out how to do that.
Jayden, a large group of seniors were honored tonight. Can you just talk about what those guys mean to you?
They mean the world to me. Ian, Evan, JJ, Edra, Joe, even the managers, Jake, just Mikey. It's just all of them have done a tremendous job in this program, and they'll always be family to me and always be family to us. And their contributions might not be shown with accolades or awards, but they mean something deep to me. And just brothers for life. That's how I look at it.
Jayden, all signs point to you guys playing UCF first round of the AAC tournament. Played a close game with them last week. Give us your thoughts on the upcoming opponent and what you kind of feel like this team can do against them. What you expect?
I mean, a team we just played, we know very well. UCF, a lot shooters. So for us to be prepared, we got to play similar to how we played a few nights ago, but play even smarter. So we got to get them off the line. We have to be able to execute when they go zone. And we just got to be able to play smart and play hard as long as we can. That's all we can do.
Pretty good. We'd fought back to 52-50, and we'd actually played a good defensive possession. And Williams threw one in, and it sort of seemed to go sideways from there. It was, they outscored us 30-19 in the last 12-19. We're down 55-50. And, I said that happens. He lucked one in, and then we go down and turn it over and transition, and we give up some transition baskets, which we hadn't done. And like you said, they played zone. We worked on the zone, and when you don't make shots, they guarded the driving lanes, and we struggled.
Coach, it did seem like the inability to make shots from 3-point land continues to be the big bugaboo right now from a bunch of guys who are capable of hitting more shots than they're making at the moment.
Well, Trey had been on a roll, and Trey has really struggled. He missed some open looks, and he was 0 for 5 tonight, and he is a better shooter. Going into coming out of the pause, he was at 30, just at 37%. And He had a couple. I think our offensive ineptness has put our defense in trouble. I mean, you can't score every time. It puts so much pressure on your defense. And, we came out at, halftime. We knew they were going to throw the ball to the big fella, and we give up a layup. And then, we sort of eased back into it. But we do need to make some shots. And a lot of that's timing. A lot of that's repetition. And we'll try to do that the next couple of days.
Today, when you look at that free throw line, 27 to 33, I mean, that's such a great number. When it comes in a loss, I mean, how difficult is that? Does it go back to, again, the shooting and kind of other areas that lacked?
Well, I mean, it's a weird, that was one thing we didn't do early in the season. We never got to the free throw line. And now, one of the reasons we're getting to the free throw line is because we're, having to drive it because we haven't shot the ball well. From the 3-point line. I think some of that's conditioning. I mean, you can talk about, I think some of the shooting is a conditioning deal because when you get tired and you're not used to being tired like that, your legs go and then your technique goes. So there's a multitude of problems that we're trying to solve, and the kids have been good about it, but we'll have to see if we can do some more conditioning and some more shooting this week.
Joe, obviously you guys still have the conference tournament ahead, but when you look back at this regular season, how do you kind of sum up all the pauses you deal with, all that stuff, and then, the up and down play?
I think that you almost feel like it was three or four different seasons. I mean, it seems like, opening the season in Charlotte was almost 2 seasons ago. I mean, it's you stop, you start. It's no one's fault. It's just been a very weird year for everybody. And the bottom line is no one cares. You line up and play, and you play. There's a winner and a loser. And I do think we're better. I think we've gained, but we got to figure out some things of how to finish some games and how, when things are going a little bit sideways, to make some plays and to get some stops and to make some shots.
Davenport and Madsen equally effective tonight. Keith Williams, all three of those guys were pretty much nightmares for you guys. What were you seeing there from the sidelines that was making them effective?
Well, it was a career high minutes, 10 points for Madsen. I mean, I thought he got in a rhythm and really shot the ball. You could see he just had some pop, and it looked like every time the ball left his hand. Davenport, that's what he does. Williams, I think 2 of Williams' threes were really heartbreakers because that's not what he does. He usually wants to put the ball on the ground and get closer. And the 3, when he backed it out and shot, it was a tough one. And the 3 at the top of the key, when he shot over JJ late clock, those were big plays that, those are defining plays by a guy who's an all-league caliber player.
Joe, looking ahead to the conference tournament, UCF on Thursday, a team you know well. You've played twice this season, 2 close ball games. How do you get ready for that matchup?
Well, I think we still have to take care of some of the stuff. I mean, we just saw, zone against them. They hurt us with their zone in the second half, the last 8 or 10 minutes, at our place. And obviously Cincinnati played a ton of zone against us. So I think the biggest thing is us trying to get some, soreness out. We'll do some lifting and some stretching tomorrow. Try to get our bodies back and our minds right. And Tuesday and Wednesday we'll practice for UCF and try to see if we could tweak a couple of things.